Right, so let's get right into it because we have a lot to unpack today. Snezhna, the nation we have been waiting years for, is finally on the horizon, and today I am giving you the full banner roadmap breakdown from version 7.0 all the way to 7.3. We are talking confirmed characters, element reveals, the full early Snezhna roster as we know it from leaks right now, who is coming, when they are coming, and what roles they will play in the story and in your teams. But I also have to warn you, if you are an Alice fan, if you have been saving and dreaming and waiting for Klee's mom to finally become playable in Snezhna, I have some news for you, and it is not the news you wanted. We will get to that. Stay with me. This is the complete early Snezhna leak breakdown. I am covering every single Snezhna leak, every banner prediction, every character reveal as it comes in. The moment new info drops about 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, you are going to want to be here for it. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will make sure you are always up to date. Okay, let's go. Here is the headline information from Chugu's leak. From the launch of Snezhna in version 7.0 through version 7.3, we are looking at a total of 6 new playable characters. 3 of those are named, 3 are still unknown. This is completely consistent with how Hoiverse handles new nation launches. Look back at Natlin launching in 5.0. 6 to 7 characters in the opening patches, a mix of story-critical units and supporting cast. Fontaine followed a similar cadence in 4.0. Snezhna will almost certainly do the same. The 3 named characters, Pantalone, Vodyanitsa, and the Tsaritsa herself, those are the anchors of the early Snezhna roster. The 3 unknown slots are wide open. Community speculation is flying everywhere about who fills them, but we genuinely do not have reliable info on those yet. What we do have solid intel on is the named trio, so let's go through them one by one. Let's start with Pantalone, the 9th Fatui Harbinger, the Ray Grader, the one who has been sitting in Snezhna managing money and influence, while every other Harbinger has been showing up in story quests and getting boss fights. Pantalone fans have been waiting a long time, and based on everything pointing at 7.0, that wait is almost over. Now here's where it gets surprising. Pantalone is reportedly Dendro. I know. A lot of people assumed he would be Cryo. He's a Snezhnan Harbinger, Cryo is the nation's associated element. It felt logical. Others thought maybe something that fit his money and influence aesthetic, like Geo. But Dendro? That's an unexpected swing. And yet, multiple leakers, including its papa, are naming him as the Dendro male coming in 7.0. When you think about it from a story angle, it actually opens some interesting possibilities. Harbingers are not bound to Cryo. We've seen that with characters like Signora, who worked with fire. Pantalone's power comes from economic control and influence, not raw elemental force. Dendro, with its complex reaction mechanics, could actually fit a character whose whole thing is pulling strings and creating cascading consequences. His kit details are not confirmed yet, but his placement in 7.0 as one of the 2 launch banner characters seems solid. If you have been a Pantalone main and waiting, this is your era. The second character confirmed for version 7.0 is Vodyanitsa, the prima soprano of the Korolovki troupe, Snezhna's royal opera company. Her name comes straight from Slavic mythology, where a Vodyana is a water spirit or water maiden. She was mentioned in Lana's voice lines and drip marketing, and she's been built up as a major cultural figure in Snezhna society, the lead voice of the nation's most prestigious performance troupe. Given all of that water imagery, almost everyone assumed she was going to be Hydro. It just made sense on the surface. Water spirit, water maiden, ocean, and siren references throughout her lore buildup. And then the leaks came in and said, Electro. Yeah, Electro. Community reaction has been genuinely split on this one. Some people love the subversion. The water-named character being Electro is the kind of surprising design choice Hoiverse has pulled before. Think about how Zhongli as the Geo Archon still works beautifully despite Geo not being the most popular element. The character design and lore do not have to be a literal translation of their element. An opera singer whose voice crackles and resonates like lightning, you can actually see it once you let go of the water assumption. Others are frustrated, especially players who were hoping for more Hydro options. The Hydro roster is strong, but not enormous, and Vodyanitsa felt like a natural fit. Either way, she's slotted for 7.0 alongside Pantalone, and she's going to be a flagship character for Snezhna's cultural introduction. If you care about the music and arts side of the nation, she's your girl. And then there's the one everyone has been waiting for longer than any of them, the Tsaritsa, the Cryo Archon, the ruler of the entire nation, the figure who has been pulling strings behind the Fatui since version 1.0. She's coming, and based on Chugu's leak, she's coming in the early patches of Snezhna, not saved for the end of the arc, not held back for a finale. She's central part of the foundational rollout, which makes a lot of story sense. This is her nation. This is her moment. Now, the Tsaritsa being Cryo is essentially a given at this point. She's the Cryo Archon. Her element is baked into her entire identity. Her full name was actually revealed in official materials tied to Columbina's drip marketing earlier, which is a fascinating detail. Hoivers has been quietly building her out as a real character with a real name and real history, not just a shadowy faction leader. The exact patch she drops in is not pinned down with precision. Some community speculation places her closer to 7.2 or 7.3, while Pantalone and Vodyanitsa anchor 7.0. But she's confirmed as part of that early wave, not a post-arc bonus, not a farewell character. She's central for players who have been invested in the Fatui storyline since the beginning, since Signora, since Scaramouche, since every Harbinger who fell or changed or came back. That Tsaritsa being playable is the culmination of years of narrative buildup. This is the payoff. So that accounts for 3 of the 6 characters confirmed through version 7.3. What about the other 3? The honest answer is we don't know yet. Chugu's leak explicitly marks them as unknown. There's no reliable intel currently on who fills those remaining slots in the 7.0 to 7.3 window. Community guesses are everywhere. Other Harbingers who have been teased but not yet playable, new 7.0 characters introduced fresh in the story, possibly characters connected to the Iron Talk or other Snezhna factions we haven't fully seen yet. Some people are holding out hope that one of the unknowns could be someone already in the world that we just haven't had confirmed yet. But right now, those 3 slots are genuinely open. As beta gets closer and drip marketing starts rolling out, those unknowns will start getting filled in fast. Stay subscribed because the moment those names drop, I will be here to break them down. Okay, I promised you this at the top and I have to deliver it now. If you are an Alice fan, if you have been saving your Primo Gems and waiting for Klee's mom to finally become playable in Snezhna, I am so sorry, but this is the news. According to HXG and DK2, Alice is not planned to be playable during the entire Snezhna chapter. Not 7.0, not 7.1, not 7.2, not 7.3. The current plan has her completely absent from the Snezhna playable roster. This is genuinely surprising and genuinely disappointing. Alice has been built up as an enormous presence, founder of the Hexen Circle, one of the most powerful characters referenced in the game's lore. Klee's mother, someone with connections across multiple regions and nations. She had teases in Nodlan content during the 6.x era. She felt like she was being lined up for something. And now the leaks are saying, not yet. There's a small note in the leak, a slim possibility that she could appear in the second half of Snezhna, but even that is flagged as uncertain and not currently in the plan. So don't hold on to that as a lifeline too tightly. Does this mean Alice will never be playable? Absolutely not. Characters get added after their nation's arc all the time. She could come post-Snezhna in a later chapter, or as a special banner, similar to how some characters from older regions got added long after their initial arc concluded. The Klee and Alice family team dream is not dead, it's just delayed. But for the Snezhna era specifically, she's not in the picture right now, and that's going to hurt for a lot of players who have been holding their primos with her in mind. That's the full breakdown, the banner roadmap from 7.0 to 7.3 as we currently know it from leaks. Pantalone coming in as a surprise Dendro male, Vodyanitsa flipping expectations as Electro instead of Hydro, the Tsaritsa finally playable in the early patches of her own nation, 3 unknown slots still wide open, and Alice not happening during Snezhna, at least not in the current plan. I'm going to keep covering every new info as 7.0 gets closer. Subscribe right now, hit notifications, and I will make sure you are always up to date. Okay, drop a comment below. Are you pulling for Pantalone? Are you heartbroken about Alice? Let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!